He's using a pillow? Maybe I should use a pillow. Hey, 阿华，你可以借我那个小的？小的？ Yeah, 小的。我这试试看。You want one? Yeah. There's some there. You can grab one. Shouder. Yeah, I'm not sure with the small ones. With the big one, it fits tight around me. I'm not sure. You want to protect your back more than your bum, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm skinny, so I'm putting it under my bum. Hi, it's Mode S13. I'm at the go-kart track. You haven't figured it out by now. Yeah. I think I'm going to try to talk about a topic. You know how good I am at doing that when I'm trying to concentrate on riding or driving. So, today I'll talk about what's a good first bike to own. I got a couple of people that watch my videos and they're like interested in buying a bike, and they're like, yeah, I watch your videos and I'm going to buy a new bike like next year or whatever. Got one just yesterday where the guy said he was going to buy a GSXR 600cc sports bike, and I don't really agree with that because it's a bit too much bike for your first bike, you know. And a lot of people, they don't like hearing that. They don't want to hear, oh, that's too fast for your first bike. And some people will tell you, oh, well, you know, the bike's only as fast as you turn your throttle, you know. You buy a super fast bike, it doesn't matter because you can just don't gun the gas and you'll be okay. And then, you know, it sounds right, but it's, you know, in theory it's fine, but it's not about power, it's not about fast. Because in actuality, the fastest bikes I find are the slowest on the road. And on the track, too. You know, if more powerful equals more fast, then the 1000cc bike would dominate on the racetrack, when in actuality, it's the 600cc bikes that often dominate. And now you're thinking to yourself, oh, that's because the 600s are lighter. And no, they're not. If you take a look at the stuff for like the CBR 600 and the CBR 1000, they're the same weight. One just has a bigger engine than the other. And they're the same weight. But if you put the two bikes on most medium-sized racetracks, the 600 will kick the 1000's ass. Even though the 1000 has about 50 extra horsepower. So why? Even though the 600 is the same weight as 1000, it still has some agility bonuses because some of the moving parts are smaller, and that creates less it's good. That's my friend. He's Canadian. He lives in Taipei. He's an Asian guy. CBC, Canadian-born Chinese, and he's only been here once or twice in his life, and he hasn't been here in like a year. I was just behind him for a full lap, and he was doing good. I'm really surprised. I won't be able to lap him, I don't think. Normally, if somebody hasn't been here in a while, and then they ride with me, I can lap them like twice. So, I'll be lucky if I can lap him once. Anyways, what was I saying? I'll tell you one of the reasons why a 600 is faster than a 1000. Because on a 1000, if you turn the gas a little bit too much, the bike will crash. Simple as that. Like if you're in a corner and you give it a bit too much gas, you're going to lose the rear end. It's going to slide out. It's going to break traction and the bike's going to go down. This could happen on a 600 as well, but it's a lot less likely. So what that means is when you're on a 600 and you're going into a corner, you're going to gun it and slide through that corner. If you're on a 1000 and you're going into a corner, you're going to be really leery of the gas. You know, maybe if you're using, let's use a scale of 1 to 10. Maybe if on a 1,000 you're on a certain corner, if you open the gas up to 8.5, you're going to fly around that corner awesome. But if you open up the gas to 8.8, you're going to crash. So what does that mean? Are you going to go around that corner at 8.5? No way. Chances are you're going to go in that corner at like 7 or 6. Because if you crash, you're fucked. You know, you just lost thousands of dollars and you're going to go to the hospital and blah, blah, blah. So what happens is, even though you could go around at 8.5, chances are you're going to go around at 6, because getting even close to 8 is going to be scary as hell. But if you're on a 600cc bike, you know, chances are you could open up the throttle all the way to full, and you're still not going to crash. And it's not even that much. Somebody is driving from behind. I'm guessing it's Uncle. Yeah. That's Uncle. He's an older gentleman that comes here every week. And he's just fast. And he's ramming me still. He's ramming me constantly. I don't know why he's on a faster car to me. Get out of my way, buddy. Oh, the bastard. I'm gonna... That's number 18 right there. He's, I didn't call him Uncle. He's an older guy. He's fast. He's letting me pass. I guess he's having fun around me or something. My friend Ami. 他非常的快，但是他有一点胖，所以我可以撞他。He's a very, very fast, but he's a little bit fat, so I can give him a push. That was fun. He's faster than me. He's a weird world. I've been kind of turned into bumper cars out here. Oh, that was a nice and cool kid. Anyways, yeah. Oh, look at him. He takes that corner so much faster than me. I have trouble with that corner, the U-turn. Okay, so back to the topic at hand. What's the best first bike to buy? The answer is the cheapest, smallest bike you can find. I don't know, 150 is pushing it. I think a 250 or even a 400 is doable. My first bike was a 400 and that it wasn't intimidating. And a 400, you can drive it for a good year at least without getting tired of it. Man, I suck at that corner. Just that one corner. He's probably going to give me some advice after this, because he's riding behind me so he can analyze my riding style. I'm not... He has no problem keeping up with me on that corner, and I'm trying my hardest on it. like a, you know, like if you can afford a brand new bike, then that means you can afford like a $500, $800 American bike. And that's enough, you know? And if you get a cheap bike like that, you can sell it for the same price you bought it for. You can sell it for more than you bought it for. That's what I did. My first bike was a 400cc. I rode it for a year. And I sold it for more than I bought it for. And that's smart, you know? My brand new bike that I'm riding now, I've already lost. If I sold it today, I would lose so much money compared to the brand new price. But luckily, it took me a while before I get bored of that bike. And I want to get some upgrades for it, so. And the race is over. I don't know. I did okay, but no, I didn't do very good. Number 18 was just bad. And that's that. And this is my pink Hello... No, it's not Hello Kitty. It's like a Hello Kitty rip-off pillow. Something erratic. Hello, Rabbit!